Hey, what is up, everybody? I'm Will, and we are back with some more Final Fantasy today. Let's get into it. We are in the final stretch. We're just about to do this.
Ah, Clive.
What you got, bud?
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will, or something akin to it.
His will? How and where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but would you join me?
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
Okay.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, you found a letter from Father.
Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the Duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
Archives in a completely different building. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure this room's small and there weren't extra rooms. Alright. All this out.
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
Alright. Hey Ash, what is up? How's it going?
Titan's Wake is to the south of here. But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
Go to the Heartstone. Is in a very blizzardy land. Right. But I have not played Hearthstone in years. They're never gonna get me back. It's over there. He says while playing Pokemon Pocket off screen.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
Yeah. I sorry to hear that, man.
there it is.
The House Rossfield. Too slow.
All right. Oh, I forgot they do that. Bastard.
Be careful, brother.
Cross beam. Boom. Double laser. Hey, did you see PlayStation announced the next few free games that they're putting out? They're gonna be one of their previous Need for Speeds, the Suicide Squad game, and oh my god, what was it? What was the third one? It was
Nice try.
I'm drawing a blank on the name. Bro. It's not Alan Wake. It's
Useful.
there we go. I need to pull this up. Like right at the tip of my tongue, and I just cannot remember it. It was the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. So apparently those are the 3 games coming out this month, free. Which I'm actually pretty excited for all of them. Thinking we're gonna hop into Suicide Squad and start playing that pretty soon. Yikes. Was it like a restaurant, or was it just like
I expect
food
Lady
allergy
Godotha will
type
know.
of thing? I keep hitting the trigger to pull up map, and I'm like, why do I keep doing that? I don't think I've even playing a game that's a thing. How goes the Baldur's Gate? Have you ever beaten Baldur's Gate 3, or is this your first playthrough that you're working through right now?
Oh, thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And a Heartstone claimed.
Yes. This radiant luster like frozen flame. It is just as your father described it. Thank
Yeah.
you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Godotha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith.
Have you found anything good on Netflix? Or just kind of like Garbo stuff? I'm always looking for new shows. I still need to watch the newest season of Squid Games.
The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms. Only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us, for giving my service meaning.
Yeah, Supernatural will definitely take you some time to get through.
The bands
That's a good one to
secure
always
well.
rewatch.
It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Shall we pay Father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, Cyril. Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
Where's the next one? Supernatural, I think, is a pretty fun show. Although I think they kind of lose the
Unwavering
plot at
will
one point.
and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
I'm trying to think. Is there even any other show at least remotely similar to Supernatural that's on now? Of either like the early seasons or late seasons, since those are like fairly different shows.
It's just back there.
Although they did, oh, did you ever watch, I think they only made one season of it. I think it was called The Winchesters, which was supposed to be a spin-off series, and it was bad. It was like one of the last shows the CW tried to make. And it's like, wow, CW, you're really putting in no effort here.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Oh, really? Quest complete? I thought it was just gonna be like this whole quest chain that would really open up. Yeah. You know what always surprised me? That Supernatural never got a video game. Because it seems so perfect for that. It blew my mind that it went on for so many seasons and never had a video game on it. Although it has had a few books and comics. Like, I know that there was at least one run of comics by DC which I need to read because it's like, okay, how does this... Is it in a pocket dimension, or are we talking in the same world as Batman? Because I need to know, DC. Yeah, I think there was like 2 different runs of comics. One which was focused on like them being younger, and another one that was more like contemporary, I think. But yeah, I mean, a Supernatural video game I think would have been so fucking cool. Like they could have done like almost like a Resident Evil remake style Supernatural game, except instead of it being zombies, it can be literally anything. That would be fucking sick. Although, actually, who owns the rights to Supernatural now? It was by CW, so I think that's Warner Brothers. So, this, yeah, the same people that do DC Comics, so... If they ever get off their ass and decide, hey, we have properties we can make cool video games out of, let's do this, and let's not make it, you know, Suicide Squad. Even if it was like a Tall Tale style game, where it was just like mostly story, I would be down to check it out. Although I'd hope that they'd go with more earlier plot points rather than later. Because at some point in that series, like, it went on for so long, at one point it just became 90% angels and demons was the main story point. And it's just like, I like all the other stuff, though. Wrong button. Back. To home base. The hideaway. It's like, I think I was talking about this the other day on stream. I think I was playing Zoneless Sin 0. And I was like, how awesome would it be if they made like a character action game like Zoneless Sin 0, except for like DC characters? That'd have been so fucking sick. Wait, was that it? Oh, no, okay, we got letter. We got letter. Warner Brothers is not in the best of spots, especially when it comes to their gaming division, based on their last few games they put out. Or, yeah, they haven't really put out that many games, I guess, is the main problem. So when they have one that really sucks, like Suicide Squad, it's like, oof. And I hope they rate that ship. And it's like mind-blowing to me, too. It's like, you're Warner Brothers. You have so many goddamn properties that, like, video game companies would bend over backwards to get their hands on the IP. You could literally go up to, like, any video game developer and be like, hey, do you want to make the next, like, DC video game? And they'd be like, yes! But they don't do that, and it's like, why? Like, how cool would it be if they made an Arc System Works, like, fighting game that looks all anime, but it in 2D, but it was, like, DC characters. Boom. And that's just, like, one part, like, one property that Warner Brothers owns. But they don't do that. For some mysterious fucking reason.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
I mean, hell, they own the rights to The Matrix, one of the, like, best movies ever made. And so many people love that fucking franchise. And I think they've only put out, like, 2 video games in it. Which, and then also the 4th movie that was, like, lambasting that. By making Neo, like, a video game developer. It's like, yeah, why not? Let's do that. Oh, wait, shit. There's, Multiverses. I forgot that game even came out, and it's still going. Where it's all the WB characters in a, Smash Light. I forgot that thing even existed, and I played
Joshua,
that for like hours.
I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. And to let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
The snow daisies. Oh, got a trophy.
This is the place, but
I'm sorry, Clive.
there's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone in the backyard? To the hideaway, then.
Really, they had us do... Okay. Alright, really back and forth here.
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
Oh, wait, hold on. You should, completed, like, quests. Let's go see if there's any more bounties. I don't know if any of the DLC adds bounties, but we shall see. It doesn't look like it. Okay, hold on. After talking about that, I want to look this up. Let's see. Oh, well, okay. Well, yeah. I wanted to look up to see, like, what were some games made by WB. I forgot Hogwarts. They own the license to that, like Harry Potter shit. And that was a pretty big game the other year. Dying Light, Back 4 Blood. Mortal Kombat, I forget, is always, like, right there with WB. Multiverses, Suicide Squad, Gotham Knights. Okay. Well, they've had a relatively decent last few years. I'd say Multiverses and definitely Suicide Squad were like the two biggest, like, oh, you fucked up. Everything else that they put out other than those two seemed to be pretty good. Although, I don't know, Gotham Knights, I feel like a lot of people were kind of down on that, but I actually really liked it. Yeah, dude, they really need to kick their video game division up, man. It's annoying. Annoying! You see so much potential, and then it's just like, nah, we're not gonna do anything with it. I mean, hell, they didn't, like... I can't remember. Was WB responsible for the Lord of the Rings games? I can't remember. But, the point is, the Lord of the Rings games that came out, like, 5 or 7 years ago, I personally am not a fan of Lord of the Rings, but I heard a lot of really good things about it. And I'm like, why don't you just take what you did with Lord of the Rings for that game, and then do it to Game of Thrones? Boom. It's like, ah, no, that'd be too difficult to copy and paste the same thing, but in a different way. Like, it was already like a very successful game. Do it to another one.
Oh,
It's not that hard.
what brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept the record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilerfeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Alright. I do wish we did a little bit more with this section. Because I like it started out as just like dirt patches and it grew into this. I wish there were more steps of us like getting the garden to grow by doing different quests. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
And how might I help the garrison today?
It's over. Yeah. Honestly, it feels like we go over to that part of the map more than we do like the big field that's over near the city.
I haven't seen any of those beastly blue-eyed...
Alright.
Do be careful.
I will.
Alright, let us go over here. Multi-part quest for finding flowers. I didn't see them. Really? Motherfucker can outrun us. That was overkill. Oh wait, yeah, shoot, we also have ability points. I keep forgetting, let's see what we're working on. Okay, so we just need 4,250.
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
Okay, so I think we just need roughly yeah, we just need 1,000 now for ability points. We're so close. What are we looking for here? I thought picking up the shiny thing might have done it, but then it didn't. So I'm like, oh dear. Oh, oh there. Okay, I think it might be down lower. Okay, I think it might be down there. Oh yeah, duh, right there. Hello.
See them? I do. The flowers and our friends.
And laser. Can you get laser, lady? I just lasered their bee.
What do you see, boy?
Chungus.
Let's hope this is the last.
Oh,
Only one way to find
that's
out.
bad. Oh, that was so close on breaking his shield. Boy. My yams pushed in. Lapping these hams. Oh, that was a bad. Wait, what? Oh, they're like focused on over there. What? Iron my laser. Will this do? Gotti. Alright, that's what we were looking for.
Let's try. It's over.
That was probably my worst finisher. I just full on punted that dog off the fucking cliff. That's our hero, folks.
That was harder than I expected. But Founder, it was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Wait, where am I going? I thought we were going to plant them in the... Okay, whatever. I thought we were gonna go plant them in our little field area. Missed you.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
It only took them 6 months to get
There are
there.
so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped, so lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling. Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know.
Her hair is so weird because it's like a dark gray.
Not here, though.
I can't tell if it's supposed to be like
I think I've outgrown the
a
twins.
shade of black or not.
After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
He needs some space.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
Okay. That's definitely one issue I found in this game. Is that like, the romance isn't really hitting for me. Like, the end of that scene was nice, but, like, a lot of the middle section of it was just like...
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Yeah, their relationship is just like... I don't know, it just feels nebulous, and it's like, okay, they're trying to do a romance, but like 90% of it just doesn't feel like a romance. Like, everything before, like, most of the stuff before the hug was just kind of like, I love you so much. And it's just like, what is this? What, like, this feels awkward and weird. And not like voice actors, like, they're doing fine. But I just mean, like, the whole, like, the writing of it just felt weird. And then the hug happened, and I think the hug part saved that scene, but, like, that felt, like, awkward and weird. And unfortunately, that's kind of how it is with a lot of Final Fantasy fantasies. Romances, I mean. Like, in 15, like, the entire point of it was going to get married. Oh, no. And it's just like, you don't really get to see that relationship. And that's one of the worst things about 15, is that the point is for these two that love each other to get married. But then you don't see any of their relationship. Like, almost nothing. And it's just like, what the fuck? And here they're at least doing better, because they're actually, like, having the main love interest be part of the party so we get to see them more. But then they just kind of, like, are around each other, and it doesn't really give off romance vibes for most of it. And then they do, like, little bits, and it's just like, okay. I don't know, it just feels kind of awkward and clunky. I'd say the romance parts of the last few Final Fantasy games, like, they need to work on, like, if they're gonna have a romance element to it, you need someone who can write that well, because they just kind of come off, like, awkward and just, like, weird. But I'd say that's, like, probably the only negative in this game, and it's, like, minor negative. He's just like, yeah, those two have went through a lot throughout the main story, and, like, every time they try to do, like, a romance thing, just something about it is off to me, and I just don't know what it is. And I think it is the writing, or maybe some of the directing, possibly. I don't know. I don't think it's, like, the voice actors, like, the line delivery, because I think, like, no matter how you deliver some of these lines, they'd still kind of be, like, flat. You know what I mean? Oh, yo, okay. Yes, that's what we're looking for. Alright, that is all the DLC stuff, or at least one part of the DLC stuff, all unlocked. Yay! I feel like that could have been a better moment, man. Maybe they could have done, like, a little cinematic or something there. But definitely, so far, the only weakest part of this game is the romance plot. Oh, wait, 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 wait. Oh, okay, they actually marked it. Yeah, though I believe those two symbols are the two different DLCs. Okay, sorry, my bad. Let's... Fuck my life. Alright. Figuratively. Possibly literally. Okay, there was that one. And then there was that one. Okay, we completed both of those in this territory. Then I believe we went over into this territory. Alright. Which one was this one? Alright, I want to see if we can go and try and complete this. We've got so few of those left for us to complete. And honestly, it's a little bit of a bummer. I was hoping we'd get more rewards out of it or something, but it's like, nah, you can now do it from your home base. And it's like, really? Yeah, let's try to do this. I believe this is supposed to be the Phoenix one. So let's go and try to complete that one. Like, I got way into the rhythm last time we streamed. I was able to complete 2 of them. It just felt a lot. I felt like I was getting into the rhythm a lot better. So hopefully I can take what I learned from that one and apply it to this one. Because it's the fire abilities. They should be a lot easier to use. Slicing it up. Oh, she's on our team! Nice! I didn't even realize it. She joined our team. Nice. Alright, sweet. Okay. We're gonna do a little test run of it and see how it goes. Oh shit, we're already an hour in. Jesus God, it only felt like 20 minutes, bro. Holy hell. Alright, let's see here. Yes, doing that. Yeah, spamming those will always pay off. Okay, doing that. Okay, I think this will probably be our bread and butter. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, yeah. I was not paying attention to those stats last time I was doing this. And clearly that is 1,000,000,000%. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, dude, I forgot using that move was so freaking good. Oh, fuck that up. Right, why? There we go. All right. Plus, we have full health. I think... Oh, and it does put us over 3 minutes. Okay, yeah. Oh, and I forgot to do that one. Okay. This is helping me become more. It's ironic. It's making me more proficient at combat, but when I actually do combat outside of this context, I do not use the things that I'm learning. All right, phase 2. All right, what are the moves? Obviously, alt is going to be the biggest problem because it's going to take so much time to both use and then, like, reset. Okay, that one I'm not too sure about. Oh, damn it. Oh, okay, that got him. Oh, damn it. Oh my god! I was trying to pop off a fucking move and it was just not having it. No, fuck, I wasted up my secondary move. Oh my god, I am fucking destroying this fool. Okay, we did way better on that guy than we did last time by like miles. All right, I'm getting confident. I don't remember what the final boss is. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to break the 4-minute mark. I definitely probably could have. I don't know. Could I have popped off more of my special moves? I unfortunately wasn't paying super close attention to it. I was trying to focus more on like the dodging and the close-in move. Okay, we got alt. That's. Oof. Okay, the alt is gonna be a big Debbie Downer for us. What? No, why? I was literally right in front of him. Oh my god. Okay, it's just refusing to, like, lock on to the fucking big slime guy in front of us. Okay, these guys are so weak I can't even make it through the combo. Damn it, I was trying to dodge out of that. Oh, fuck, that was wrong direction, wrong direction, wrong direction. Fuck! Yes. Oh, dang it. Okay, that's one down. Oh, and the other one down. All right. Not good. I think we're just at 3 minutes, maybe? Okay, okay. Yeah, that one... I ate a lot of those attacks, unfortunately. But hey, we're into the final round. Hopefully 3 minutes is good enough. Oh, fuck, we do not have a lot of health. I'm a little overconfident because the last one we did, we fought the big boss, and we literally had like 600 health, and we would have died with one shot. And we were able to make it all the way through the boss fight without getting hit once. Can I do it again? Let's see. I doubt it. Oh, this fuckface. Ah, fucking alt. And... the ups.
Nice try.
No. Yeah, this dude's awkward. In that... he's like floaty. Damn it.
Nice try. Too slow. Nice try.
Oh my god.
It's over.
Boom. Alright. We still had a whole extra minute. That wasn't what I was worried about. I was more worried that he'd do some crazy ass move that would like annihilate our health. Okay, flame rebirth damage by 8%. Just make it 10. Why? Honestly, at that point, it's like you're splitting hairs. We're like end game. We just defeated this boss. So I think there's only one left. Actually, I don't even know. I need to look up to see how many of those there are in the game. But I'm pretty sure the only one left is the wind. And we've defeated all the other ones. Unless there's like, although this is a pretty big area, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was one other one here that I just somehow missed. That's why I need to look it up. Alright, let's go back here. It only took 15 minutes. Okay, that was pretty good time. Okay, there were two different symbols that showed up, but I only see one. Oh, the other one's like over in the letter room. Okay. Let's actually go Socrates. We've done a few quests. Let's see. We can level him up.
I was wondering when next you'd visit. I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Oh, so
what
close.
Subject shall we consider today?
Again, I'm not even 100% sure what specific things we need to do to like level that up with. Like, are there other things we can do other than just quests? Let's do this. Starting with purple.
Clive.
Is something the matter, Karen? You seem perturbed.
Don't know. How clever of you to notice. But yes, something's come to my attention, and I'll be damned if I know what to make of it.
Go on.
It's probably quicker if I just show you. Here.
Some sort of crystal. Though, I don't remember seeing one that color before.
Aye, well, that makes two of us. In all my long years of trading, both over and under the counter, I've never seen anything quite like it. They're calling them dusk crystals, on account of colour.
I see. And they can be used to cast magics.
That they can. Just like their brighter, shinier cousins. Difference is, they don't last as long. After a couple of goes lighting your pipe, they crumble away to nothing. That's how I heard about them. From crystal traders moaning that someone's been flooding the market with dodgy goods. And after asking the right people the right questions, and paying the right price, of course, I managed to get my hands on a sample.
I see why you're perturbed.
I hope. Do you feel that, Clive?
Yes.
Ooh, cutscene. Yeah, this is the DLC, so we gotta get. I literally know nothing about the DLC.
All right, lads, that'll do for today. I said that'll do for today.
Yes, Chief. Yes, Chief.
Let's get this lot back to town, fill our purses and then our bellies. What did you two do now?
Please tell us you bought another lantern.
Stay calm, both of you. Who needs a lantern when you've got one of these? All that work for a single spark. Well, there'll be no more sampling the merchandise today.
That sounded close, Chief. Really close. Really, really close.
Now, lads, what am I always telling you? Good things come to those who run.
Wait for us, Chief!
An eldritch god of no unknowable terror. Woe is me. We shall see. Alright.
I've never felt a tremor this far inland before.
Me neither. But then, I'd never seen skies like these till a few moons ago, and it's been all change ever since. Come to think of it, the first anyone ever heard of these dust crystals was after you lot came back from the Dominion and brought this bloody weather with you.
Do you think the two things are connected?
Who knows? Could just be that with Drake's tail gone, the black market was running short of the good stuff. The Dominion's mines were the only source of new shards left in Storm after a certain evil outlaw decided to do away with the other mothers. And with the price of decent crystals going through the roof, traders turned to dealing in stuff they'd never have touched before.
The question is, who's selling these crystals and where are they? Wait. This color. They couldn't be from Origin, could they? No, that wouldn't make sense. But if they didn't come from Origin or any of the other mother crystals, then... does that mean...
That you missed one? Aye. That were my thinking any road. Another mother crystal we didn't know about.
Yay.
I'll speak with Joshua. If you're right about this, we need to find it.
And quick, I'd say. On account of which, I'll take this shard over to Tomes for you. Get him to give it a once-over, case it rings any bells.
Right. Thank you.
And I expect you'll be wanting Jill's help with this too.
Right again. I will. Let me go and find Joshua, and we'll meet you in the shelves.
Ooh. I think that's a new musical cue that they just did. I don't recall them ever doing that. Alright. Okay, so purple will be that. Let's try to go through one DLC at a time. Honestly, I don't know which one's supposed to go first, the purple one or like the other one that's on the notes. We shall see. Also, since we officially started it, let's go check bounties. I don't know if they added in anything like that. And let's also talk to what's her face over here. Yeah. There's something new that she's got.
Clive, what is it that you wish to learn? I have the details here.
Okay, characters appear. Okay, yeah. So the new characters from the DLC.
Very good.
Oh, and I should also check on our ability points. Okay, yeah, we didn't really gain any from that. Oh, wait, hold on. Doesn't look like he's got anything. I know that they have a little symbol up in the corner for whenever they have something new, but still.
Karen's caught wind of something that I don't think we can afford to ignore.
Aye, that is troubling. Not least because the Undying made no mention of these dusk crystals in any of their recent reports.
So they weren't aware of them either?
Perhaps. Or perhaps they merely deemed them unworthy of my attention. Wrongly, I might add, for I am inclined to share Lady Karen's misgivings.
Then we'd better take her advice and consult Hippocrates forthwith.
To the shelves, then. With our combined insight, I'm sure we'll discern something of use, be it no more than a place to start.
Let's hope so.
There you are. I've taken the liberty of telling these two everything I told you.
Thank you, Karen.
It's hard to believe such a lusterless shard could conjure much of anything. And you truly think this came from a mother crystal? One we never knew existed?
Every other shard in the Twins did. Why should these dusk crystals be any different? Dim though they may be.
We know they first appeared on the black market shortly after Ultima Car's primogenesis, darkening the skies. So might the two be connected?
I did not know that had
Could
a
the spell
name.
have created a new mother crystal, perhaps? A replacement for the ones we destroyed?
What do you think, Hippocrates?
I think there may well be a connection. Yet, if we are to believe that the original mother crystals were of Ultima's making, does it seem likely that he would have need of anything so palpably inferior? No. I hazard that it was not Ultima who created these crystals, but humanity. More specifically, our fallen forebears, whose wonders litter the land even now. Legend holds that the fallen challenged the gods in order to win their power, and came tantalizingly close to doing so. It seems only reasonable that they should wish to learn the secrets of the crystals which the gods bestowed upon them.
So they could make their own.
Precisely. You may recall that the tale of the sins of Zemeckis begins with the colloquy of the sages, a council wherein humanity sought to uncover the last secrets of the gods before waging their war to learn what little remained. It is perfectly possible that an understanding of how to craft crystals was among their many achievements.
Among their many achievements, prior to their fall.
Indeed. The same enlightened souls forged great and terrible weapons called the iconoclasts, from which icons derived their name, and turned them against each other in the Magitech War. A pointless conflict which served only to make its victors more confident of their right to supplant the gods on high. And when at last they ventured to do so, the resultant imbalance in the ether is said to have been so great that the skies themselves turned black and began to boil. The first recorded Arcade sky, I suspect. Which brings us back to the matter at hand. It is my belief that these shards are the product of a long-slumbering Magitech mother crystal, stirred to life by a similar etheric upheaval to the one which accompanied its creator's fall.
There's only one way to know for sure. We track down whoever's selling them and find their source. Karen, where did you buy this one?
Down in Port Isolde when I was scratching around for supplies. Since the Imperials buggered off and took the tariffs with them, you can find all sorts of interesting stuff on the docks. Go and have a chat with the mercenaries guarding the gates. Your uncle's got some good lads there. You know when to keep a watchful eye and when to turn a blind one. Oh, and take the crystal with you. Might be your key to the underworld.
Thank you. I will.
Shall we then, brother?
I'm coming too. If there is another mother crystal out there and it's anything like the others, you'll need all the help you can get.
I was hoping you'd say that. One more time then. Together.
All right. We're getting the crew together. We're gonna go whoop some ass. Ancient Magitech crystals and whatnot.
Samuel, slow down!
That's not good.
Not bloody likely!
Fuck me. They're fast on their feet.
What's going on here, I wonder?
What indeed? Let's ask.
Okay. Alright, let's do this. Alright, we got a big thing going.
Excuse me. Who were those men just now?
Bloody troublemakers, that's who. As soon as I asked them to present their packs for inspection, they turned white as a sheet and legged it. I chased them all away from the gates, but they're swift as hares. Still, at least we kept the bastards out. Don't need their kind stirring up any more strife.
And what manner of strife have they been stirring up exactly?
Hey? Are you joking? This business with the crystals?
Sorry, we've been away for a while. What's been going on?
All right, I'll humor you. After the paltry rations the Imperials left behind dried up, folks started trading crystals out in the open. We turned a blind eye at first. Lord Byron's orders. Way he saw it, it weren't right to deny people the one thing they were all clamoring for. Till the dust started turning up, that is. Dusk crystals, they're called. Ill-favored shards that crack as soon as you look at them. Not that the folk who bought them by the bucket load knew that. And they were baying for blood when they found out. In the end, his lordship had to step in and ban the blasted things. And we've been searching the pack of every trader who's darkened our gates ever since.
I see. And you think the men you were pursuing might have been trading in these dusk crystals?
Why? You're in the market for some. Anyway, I wouldn't rule it out. In fact, I put a few gil on it.
We might still be able to catch them.
We might.
If you are heading up that way, you'll want to keep your sword handy. It's more than dodgy traders plying the roads these days.
Understood. We'll be careful.
Ooh, do we get to fight some new monsters? That's also another thing in this game. The monster selection is
If
pretty
those
limited.
men were selling dusk crystals, I think it unlikely that they will risk returning to Port Isolde.
Which means this might be our only chance of catching them.
Quiet.
Oh, I forgot. Wrong move. I got so used to using that like flash step move with our fire ability.
Where are they?
Still some distance ahead, I'd wager. They were making a good pace.
Yeah, we never did get to go through that gate, I don't think.
There's another
Oh,
one.
that's really not good.
Still no sign of those traders, though.
No. I just hope we haven't lost them.
These blimmin' tremors are scaring off all our customers.
The few that weren't scared off by the skies, you mean?
Perhaps one of those merchants has seen something.
Forgive me, but did you happen to see 3 men in robes pass this way?
Yeah, I seen them. Poor bastards.
What do you mean?
A gang of nasty-looking brutes was on their trail.
Caught up with them just up the road. Screaming at them they were. Your crystals or your lives and all that. Only the daft buggers kept their crystals and legged it.
In which direction, out of interest?
Up that way.
Towards the Old Hilt docks. If it's help they seek there, they won't find any. But perhaps they might find a place to hide.
Let's hope so. And then we can find them before their pursuers do. Thank you. And please, take care on the road. Come on. They're no good to us dead.
Lead the way, brother.
Turn the whole place upside down if you have to. They're here somewhere.
So the bandits haven't found them either.
There's still time.
Oh, level 47.
Hand over those crystals.
That's not happening, cheap.
Come here to brawl with brigands, brother.
Right. Let's focus on finding the
Oh man,
traitors.
0 ability points.
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, these guys really... Oh, that's him. For a second there, I didn't make out that it was our brother. I just saw the dangly parts and thought it was like sort of giant crab and/or spider. Good lord. The arachnophobia is kicking in. Ability points. Come on. You so cheap.
Lads. Lads.
Okay, our allies are actually doing work. Oh, found him.
Go on, Dingo. Can go on. Chief, me neither. I'll reach. This should be far enough. Chief? They've found us. It's getting so a man can't even catch his fucking breath.
Gentlemen, a word. We understand you've been selling some crystals.
And like I told your thieving mates, you're not fucking getting them. So you could take your massive sword and shove it.
I'm sure I could, but we're not thieves.
Over here. I can smell the one who shat himself.
If you've got a plan, Chief. Tell us you've got a plan. Of course I've got a bloody plan. Good things and all that. Let's start again, shall we? You say you're interested in the crystal trade?
Not exactly. In actual fact, we were hoping to talk about this.
Is that all? Well, then I know just how to help. If you're after the short shifter, he's over here!
Are you mad?
Slippery little pricks. Clinkers on the ground, quick as you like.
Gentlemen, you've got it all wrong. Do we look like merchants? He's the one you want. Just look at what he's got in his hand.
Do we look like merchants? The guys with the large backpacks, opposed to the three with no backpacks. In what way could those guys be merchants?
Do let us know if you need any more help.
Fucking prick.
They won't get far, Clive.
No, but they'll wish they had.
I'll carve you like a suckling pig and feed you to your fucking dog.
Kind of you to think of him.
Single. Yeah. That was just a clean sweep. There we go. All right, we're getting some ability points. Finally.
Did you see which way they went?
North. Making for 3 reads at a guess. After them. If they reach the swamps, we'll never pick up their trail. There was something odd about those 3. They seemed less like merchants and more like...
assholes?
Charlatans?
I agree.
One might argue that a merchant is naught but a mummer without his motley.
Then why am I not amused? What did you find, boy?
Clive, judging by the state of the ground, a lot more passed this way than our 3 charlatans.
Another group of bandits.
I doubt they'd leave this crystal behind. Regardless, we're on the right track. Let's pick up the pace. They wouldn't risk stopping a martyr's rest, would they?
Not if they hope to pass unnoticed.
We better stick to the swamps.
Hey, where am I fighting these guys? What am I doing? Whatever.
Caution, brother.
Yikes. No. This is not where it's at. Damn it. I was hoping I could clap him as he was flying out of range. But alas. Dude, our allies are really putting in work, and they're actually like doing quite a bit of damage, which is actually very impressive. Nice, 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 nice.
Fuck. Persistent bastards, I'll give them that. Friends, I knew those louts were no match for you.
But of course you did. Because you know what we're capable of, don't you? Now, you deal in crystal. Dusk crystal. And we want to know where you got it. So you're going to tell us?
Let's assume for a moment that we are the merchants you're looking for. Why would we tell you where we procure our stock? What kind of shepherd leads a wolf straight?
Are they getting worse?
What the fuck is that?
Clive, the tower.
Well, that's new.
That's impossible.
Yeah, Chief. Do you think someone else got into the tower?
Quiet, you daft sod!
And what would they find there if they did?
I wouldn't know. I've never been there.
Bro.
Echoes, maybe? Or fallen rubbish? I really couldn't say. The entrance is sealed tight. No way in.
And how would you know that if you've never been there?
Look! Behind you! An Akashic monster!
If you think I'm going to fall for another one of your cheap tricks...
Clive, trouble.
What?
It's an Akashic monster. Alright.
Wait, don't you dare!
I don't think Martha would appreciate that thing on her doorstep.
Probably not. Let them run then. I have an idea where they'll be heading anyway. This shouldn't take too long.
Oh god. Oh crap. Oh, still no. Alright. Okay, he was trying to do like some weird jumping thing. Almost to 4,000.
Well, that was ill-timed.
But at least we know what was chasing the merchants.
That's twice we've saved them now.
Okay, all of them are glowing except for that one that's in the most forefront. Or at least got the light shooting up to the sky.
I don't see anyone.
I've had enough of bandits and beasts, Chief. Can't we just go home?
And let those thieving pricks march in and take what's ours?
What's ours? Oh, no. You don't mean...
The dusk crystals, aye. Halleck? Marnik? We're going back to that tower if it's the last thing we do. But the lights, Chief. What about the lights? First you whine about it being too dark, then you whine about it being too light. Think about how easy it'll be to mine now.
We'll beat some miners. Ow, right in the kisser.
And you're sure they're bound for the tower? When they aren't running away from trouble, they're running towards it.
Do you know anything of the place, Joshua?
Alas not. I have seen it labeled Sage Spire on some maps, but beyond that, the ruins are no different from any other fallen derelict. Another impenetrable relic of the past.
Not so impenetrable, apparently. Our friends plainly found a way in.
They could be living there, like we do in the Invincible.
Well, the tower is unquestionably large enough to hide 3 merchants. But is it large enough to hide what we seek?
A Mother Crystal.
It would go some way to explain why the area was among the first in Rosaria to fall to the Blight.
Then it's settled. We head to Eastpool and make our approach from the dim. To think there could have been a Mother Crystal here in Rosaria all this time. The wars that could have been avoided.
We still don't know what's in there, Clive. But whatever it is, there is a good reason it has gone unnoticed for so long. The tower sits atop a jagged ridge. Few have ever had occasion to pick their way through the rocks, even before the Blight swallowed them.
Unfortunately, guys, I think we are going to call it here for today. Just getting started in this. I don't know how long the DLCs are supposed to be, but I could totally see this being, like, very in-depth. I mean, we're learning about a new crystal, so who knows, maybe we'll find out about more than one, or they'll just be, like, a bunch of different, like, interesting Magitech creatures or something. I don't know. I'm super excited about it. But that's gonna unfortunately have to wait until tomorrow. Plus, we're super close to level 50. So there's that. We also got Jill finally back on our team. I feel like it's been a minute. There hasn't been a lot of the game where we're able to get everyone going at the same time on our team. But yeah, unfortunately, that is it for today, guys. Thank you for coming out and hanging out on day 1586 of streaming in a row. Like always, links down below for my Twitter, Blue Sky, as well as links over to my YouTube channel where all my previous streams are uploaded and archived over there. And I will see you all tomorrow with some more Final Fantasy, where we're just going to freaking just full-blown, like, straight through the DLC. We're just going to keep going. Yeah, that is it for today, guys. Thank you for coming out and hanging out, and I will catch you all tomorrow.